Hi everybody, Al Bernstein here with our preview and our keys to victory for the fight between Josesito López and Maidana, a welterweight battle that will be held June 8th in the Home Depot Center in California. And like so many other fights recently, people have suggested in advance it might be a Fight of the Year candidate. We've already had 3 or 4 of those. This one should be a tremendous matchup. Maidana, the 29-year-old Argentine, is a big puncher. Even at welterweight, where he will be in his 3rd fight as a welterweight, he still has pop, and he comes in here off a win over Angel Martinez, and he'll take on Lopez, who hasn't fought in 9 months since his loss to Canelo Alvarez, but of course he preceded that with a big win over Victor Ortiz. So this one has a surefire brawl written all over it. For Maidana, this will also be the 3rd fight that he will be working with well-known and excellent trainer Robert Garcia, who has tried to tinker with Maidana's all-power, all-aggressive attack by adding some nuances like the jab and even some occasional defense. In a fight in which he won on a TKO in the 8th round over Jesus Soto Caras, Maidana showed some of the things that Garcia was trying to work on with him, but he was hit and hurt several times by Soto Caras. Still, the Maidana power, his signature, was able to get the job done and beat Soto Caras. And then the win over Angel Martinez since then has kept him going in the right direction, setting up this matchup with Lopez. For Josesito López, this long layoff since the loss to Canelo is something that he hopes won't hinder him in this fight. At 30-5, Lopez has suffered a few losses, but some of those were questionable, like the loss to Jesse Vargas that was a very close decision that he could easily have gotten. His win over Victor Ortiz, of course, a big upset, was his signature win as a pro. He looked terrific in that fight and surprised Ortiz not only with his grit and determination, but also his power. How will he fare against Maidana? For that, let's look at the keys to victory. For Josesito López, can't throw any wide punches. If he does that, Maidana will land perhaps one of those big power punches that he is known for. And while Lopez is not a fancy Dan boxer, nor should he try to be, some lateral movement would be very effective against Maidana. Lopez is a murderous body puncher. He probably punches harder to the body than he does to the head. And even though it's risky to throw that left hook to the body because Maidana may come with his patented overhand right, I think Lopez needs to do it and do it often. As for Maidana, he can't forget the jab. That's what Robert Garcia has been drilling him on in the last 5 or 6 months. He's got to keep his hands up. Lopez is quite capable of landing combinations. He throws terrific combinations. And if Maidana doesn't keep his hands up, he could be hurt as he was in the Soto Caras fight. And at the end of the day, for Maidana, that right hand is a powerful weapon. It's one that hurt Amir Khan, it hurt Victor Ortiz, and it has hurt a number of fighters along the way, including Soto Caras. Well, this is a very important fight for both fighters. Lopez at 30 and Maidana at 29. Certainly not too old to recover from a loss, but both men need a win to put them in a situation where they can get a major welterweight fight after this. It should be very, very exciting. It'll be shown in the United States on Showtime. I'll be privileged to be at ringside calling that fight along with my pals Mauro Ronaldo and Paulie Malignaggi and also Brian Kenny, the host of the show. And we will have full coverage here on the Boxing Channel. Marcos Villegas and I will be there to cover both the pre- and post-fight festivities. So you want to be sure and check it out right here on the Boxing Channel.